What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Hope y'all enjoyed the other video. I think I pushed a big topic, just thinking, like I say, in any experience that you're dealing with, or any experience, it's just another man's theory behind it. And not saying they wrong or they right or whatever, because we able to disagree and agree with one another, but it ain't gonna be nothing physical. It's not gonna be nothing where you know what I'm saying? But feel another man's point of view out before you start, judging it. And that's all I'm saying. But I'm up this morning early a.m. It's supposed to rain today. You see how it is. Fall definitely is coming. That's why I got on the sweater. I don't play with that. I don't play with that cold weather. I just never have. I mean, I like it now while it's cool. The older I get, I feel like I like the fall a little better, because that heat. When we was kids, we was play outside all day. Long as we had a water spigot outside, we was, what I'm saying, we were good. Had super energy. But yeah, I gotta give a big shout out to my mom's. You know what I'm saying. 3 years she'll be passing. She'll be gone, but rest in powers to you, Jeanette Doreen Wilkins. This one of a kind, and the reason why I'm keeping her with me, attached to me, because it wasn't, we didn't never had no bad terms or nothing. We was on great terms before we left, but just something about it when you see your mama leave leave this earth, you know what I'm saying, and you gotta watch her leave instead of just coming to her. I'd rather come to her and then have to watch her leave. But anyway, fast forward. But anybody got their mothers out there still alive, or their parents, both mine gone, hug them for me, please. I think that just helps me out when I say that. And I always said it, you know what I'm saying? Because moms mean a lot to me. I mean, she definitely does, was a very good father figure. She did the best she possibly could, and I'm still trying to grow within myself, trying to learn my best abilities, what I have to offer for myself and the world, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still trying to work on me as well, you feel me? I'm trying to still work on me. But I think I got a good one today. I had a good one yesterday. I hope I really broke it down so people can understand where I'm coming from, instead of just automatically disagreeing with what I'm saying. Because regardless of you, like I said, disagreeing don't mean that the person is wrong. You might not just see how he look at it. He might look at, that's why I was telling y'all, it's multiple ways you can find to solve a problem, unless it's a word problem. Fill it in the blanks. But a regular math problems, you can. There's multiple ways you can figure that problem out instead of just one way. And wherever you taught to do it, the other man might, or the woman might learn a different way. But anyway, give a big shout out to my moms, and I love you. I'm gonna go see her today at a grave site. Usually I get like a little emotional, but I don't have my little emotional attachment earlier. I think it was maybe like a week ago or something like that, a week and a half ago. But yeah, teared up, man. That's one thing I ain't afraid to tear up. If it's something sentimental or emotional, I'm gonna show that side. But I still had that line inside of me too. But I think I got another great one for y'all, really. And and me personally, see, when I do all these videos, I'm not only just sharpening y'all or whatever, I'm trying to keep myself sharp too. And like I say, I thoroughly go over stuff before I even try to present it to y'all guys. It's almost like, when a teacher, she doing something, she teaching something, or he teaching something, he gonna go over it and make sure he's giving his class, to make sure he give the right things to say to them, and getting everybody to be on the same page. And sometimes, people, or kids, they're gonna veer off. They may not understand it right then until it just finally But I think I got a good one. So I wrote some notes down yesterday as I was thinking, because I had a lot of time to think at work, because it was like pretty much a mild day at work. And me personally, I like to challenge myself. And me and my homeboy, I got to give a big shout out to him too, because we've been doing just trying to challenge ourselves to be better as far as our minds, our mental, physical. I've been trying to get myself in better shape, because the older you get, man, it's harder to do. So you better start trying to get yourself a good, nice little regimen before you even try to get. And I know a lot of people, before they have an illness, they'll wait till the last minute and trying to correct it. why not, start correction this stuff now, so it won't be so hard to self-control it or whatnot. But anyway, I wrote some notes down, and and a lot of times these things, that the words that I wrote down, they go hand in hand with one another. And a lot of times, like say for instance, um, we know what words mean, or I know what words mean. If I don't use the word often, I forget about half what it means, so I got to go back. But that's why we got the dictionary. That's why we got Google to search up stuff, what it really means. And sometimes we'll know half what a definition means and not the full definition. And I'm big on that, so I'm trying to challenge myself to do better. That's why I got to read more. If something don't interest me, I won't read it. And not saying I won't read it, I'll just just piddle through it or whatever. But so I'm just trying to get myself better. But so I wrote down some words, a couple of things, they go hand in hand. And the only reason I wrote down a definition, so we could together come together and break them down and get them to understand. So now the word product, like when you get products from a company, they want you to try it out, and they want you to keep buying a product to see how good it is. And that's why they do a survey on you to see how good it is. That's why I do a survey before and after people. I stay in contact with people, how the dog doing, how the dog acting, because I want to see from their eyes or their point of view how the dog's acting, so that way I can keep myself intact with my own blood and seeing what I need to work on. They might say, well, he's good at this or she good at that, but they might have that. So I haven't had that problem yet, but hopefully if I do, I'm gonna address it, quickly as possible. But anyway, I'm gonna read the definition of what it means. It means an article or a substance that is manufactured or refined for sale. So now we look at the American Pit Bull Terrier. That is our product. That is a product breed that we have. And I'm just gonna break it down to you. When we have the product of the breed, wherever we get it, where it's handed down to us, or you went and bought it, you got this product of this breed that you have. So, and you got two good dogs, amazing dogs. So, but you haven't bred them yet, or they may have, depending on your situation or your circumstances, they may have, they don't been bred once together. He said, man, look, the dog don't been bred once or whatever. They throw out some, some solid stuff that I like. So now you get them, these dogs or whatever. I'm gonna try to move forward, because I ain't gonna try to make this video long. I didn't want to make it long. Try to tops 20 minutes, but sometimes you just gotta talk a little bit to get everything out. But like I said, you have the product of the American Pit Bull Terrier. That's a product that you got. This strand is a product. And then, like I say, the definition, an article or substance that manufactured or refined for sale. So now you get this bloodline, and you don't made sure it was time for them to go, possibly for their second breeding, right? And so you may say, all right, I'm gonna keep everything. And I think it's wise really to keep everything, because that way you can evaluate it and monitor it at your best viewing of the dog. It's good to do that. So now they have puppies, whatever. I'm just saying, just fast forward. Now you're saying, okay, my next breeding, I might just do this repeated breeding again, just to do it. And now, while I done seen off what I kept, all I kept, they don't did good. So now you pretty much using this product as the American Pit Bull Terrier of these strand of dogs. Now you using that to sell anything. And so once you start selling the product of what them two animals that you got to somebody else, and you don't see that litter that you don't have right there, now you say, okay, I'm able to sell my product of my breed. You get what I'm saying? So that ties in with us, selling dogs and all that stuff. And I know a lot of people, they say, I really won't want to sell no dog, and I understand, because this, like, you got to deal with a lot of backlash when you do it. But I know at my point, I wanted to push a lot of things out, because I was trying to correct some things as well. And like I say, I'm almost there where I need to be, but I'm still being humble about it. So I'm just gonna coast it out. I'm gonna walk it out. I ain't in no big rush, man. And one thing about this dog game, you can't be in a rush to just go from here to here. One breeding can take you from here to here, but you still can't be in a rush, because then something could, that one breeding took you from there, but then now you like, damn, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Now I got to take a step back, and now I thought I had it figured out. So that's why it's good to emphasize a lot, and that's what I try to do on my breed by just looking at them, how they acting, regardless of what their age is. I'm still looking at them and seeing, and then I want to see how these puppies gonna act. If they acting good or they acting a certain way, then I'll know. But like I say again, the American Pit Bull Terrier is a product. It's a product. And before you even start letting your product go out, you need to examine it first and foremost. But see, a lot of times whenever I was letting stuff go out, I already knew how them dogs was acting before I even let it out, because I don't seen it from the other two previous litters. So I was like, yeah, that, and you know, and so I don't got some good results. Not bad, yeah, I hope not. Keep my fingers crossed. But anyway, all right. So like I said, and I wanted to give a definition to show y'all, because sometimes we forget what really definite. I know me on my behalf, I definitely forget sometimes what a word means if I don't use it all the time. Not saying I forget, but I know how to use the word, but actually knowing what the whole definition means. So just try to stay relevant within myself, you know what I'm saying? And it's just so much stuff goes on around, you know, work life, you know, the hobby life, and if you got dogs or whatever stuff, it's easy for you just forget stuff sometimes, you know, and I know I am, so I got to do better within myself. I'm talking to myself, and all these videos, the videos that I do, I'm talking to me first, you know, before I'm even talking to y'all. So, all right, and then we gonna go to the word produce. And so, like I said, product and produce go hand in hand. Two different words. This from the T to the E, almost mean the same thing. So now we're gonna go to produce, the make or manufacture from components or raw material, producing. Now you seen that. Now I said, and when he got these two dogs, right? Now I'm just hypothetically speaking. Got these two dogs. He bred one time. They don't been bred before, so that's their second time they don't been bred. He's kept everything. He liked what he seen. The man told him, man, they came out with some good stuff. And so he bred again after a while. So I guess just say after them dogs, sometime they'll, depending on the circumstance. And once again, I say that a lot because just depending on your circumstance, what you want to do, because at the end of the day, it's your theories of your inexperience and your experiences with these dogs. So depending on, you say you want to wait another 6 months when she come back in, I want to do it again because I liked it, what I seen out of the last litter. So now we're looking at the part of the produce part. It say make or manufacturing from components or raw materials produced. So you making something, you took this product and you start producing these two great dogs. So I see how they did these two words, almost the same identical word, but just the T and the E is so different. So you had the product of these two animals, the male and the female, and then now you produced, you seen what you produced. You seen what you produced, whether it was 5, whatever. You like what you seen, so you said, I'm gonna do the repeated breeding. So now you manufacture components or raw materials, producing. So that's the big word I try to thrive off of, is the producing part. I don't care how the animal's acting or what he's done accomplished as far as his badges or her badges or her success or whatever she done. If he can't produce or he can't produce, why in the hell do I need them to a certain extent? Especially if you don't bred the balls off them. I know a lot of dogs that, you know, in time and history, they say they don't bred the balls off these dogs. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta look at their percentage, man. You gotta look at their percentage. That's really gonna help you out. And so now we go to another word. Well, all these words, and I hope that I'm breaking this down for you, Bear. I think I'm doing a good job, because like I say, I had the video, the idea yesterday to do this. Now we got the we're gonna break down the productive part of it. So now we look at before I even give the definition of the word productive, all this product, produce, all that stuff, productive, they go all hand in hand. So now when he do that third breeding, he trying to be productive out of these two dogs, what these dogs making, these offsprings. You know what I'm saying? He trying to be productive. So the word productive means producing or able to produce a large amounts of goods and crops or other commodities. So now you see how them words just go hand in hand. And the only reason I'm doing this because I'm trying to really sharpen myself to really know what these words actually mean and use them the right way. Because like I said, I know what words mean, but sometimes I like to say I got to go to Google and say, look, what this mean? Because I forget. We human, we forget. We got a lot of challenging things that we go in our life. So like I say, but I'm still trying to sharpen irons. You know that old saying or the biblical saying, iron sharpen iron, which it does. So now you see how that's, we done took all them three words. We took product, we took produce, and we took productive. So they basically, that word right there mean them two words put together. You get what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm gonna read it over again so y'all can understand. And I'm pretty sure y'all understand. Productive means producing or able to produce a large amounts of goods and crops and other commodities. So now you don't produce that third litter. You seeing what the other man told you or the other woman told you about. Look, I done bred them one time. They produced well for me. He was able to get the dog whether they got handed down to him or he bought in. So he did his own breeding with them. After a while, after he got them, tested them for what he thought in his eyes was something good for them. So he looked at them, evaluated them. They stand out. They went all through the the checklist, whatever. Like I said again, I'm gonna say this over so y'all can understand. It's just this dog game is only theories of an experience with these bloodlines. That's all it is. And once you start knowing that that's your own theory and your inexperience and your experiences, then you continue to keep researching, you continue to keep studying, you can continue to keep trying to better yourself within yourself and the breed alone. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to keep doing to be great. And I like I said, man, I'm just trying to get y'all really to understand where I'm coming from with this. And all these words mean the same thing, and then that's what we deal with as we are a breeder of the American Pit Bull Terrier. We deal with these words. We deal with these words constantly, and that's what you want to live by. And all of them means something. And sometimes we'll, as young and stagnant, or our mind or our mental get to where we not doing what we supposed to do with the breed. Like say for instance, you got two good dogs, but you're doing too much. You ain't treating them right. They wellness. You ain't doing what you're supposed to with them. Sometimes we just stop at a product. We stop right there. And then some of us we go to produce, and sometimes we'll stop right there. And sometimes we go to productive, and sometimes we get stuck right there where we just figure out like, dang. I done went through all my phases of these pro. Now I'm gonna just say pro because that's what it started with. I done went all through these phases of this situation. Now I'm really stuck. Why I'm stuck? And that's why I say. And I had another video, and it's gonna be another for another time. I don't know if I might do it this week, whatever. But the title of it gonna be is your strand working? But not only just working, and this ties in with this too, just as well. But is it competitive enough to compete with the other strands out there that we see? Is it competitive enough? So, but I ain't gonna get on to that. But this ties in with all this product and produce and productive. That ties in with all that stuff. So now I'm gonna just read this productive over again, just to read it over again, and just for my sake. So producing or able to produce, that's what you want to be able to do as you got a good dam and sire. You want to be able to be, being able to be able to produce, and it don't even matter about the large amounts, but we're gonna say make sure that it's good, make sure everything is great, and and I'm gonna just use as far as the commodity word, just make sure you can probably outcross it with stuff and make sure it's going good. That's what I tied that in with, the commodities. So, but yeah, and now we're gonna go with the producer next. I just wrote this down too, just as well. The producer, a person, company, or country that makes grows or supply goods or commodities for sale. See how that same thing, all that stuff go hand in hand. I just read the other definition. It goes hand in hand. A person. So as I am the producer of my breed of the American Pit Bull Terrier, I am the producer. So it's my job. It's my duty. It's my honor. I mean, keep going with words. It's me, the person, the breeder, make sure he gives or she gives off some good dogs instead of just trying to sell you something, just basing it off of what it has done in the past. And that's what we see now. We buy a lot of dogs. What it has done in the past, that don't mean nothing. What it has done in the past, if it's not doing it in the present, then it don't mean nothing. We can throw all that stuff out the window. So like I say, I got me personally, I like to use a lot of analogies about stuff because I think they're really good, something to base, because analogies, you could pretty much base your life off of them by this one little saying. You had a lot of old people, they should say certain things. Like my grandmother, she used to say, it'll eat you before you eat it. So I'm like, I'm looking at her like, in the back of my head, like I ain't say that back then, but I'm like, what the hell she, or something like that as a kid. You have a lot of things roaming through your mind. So, and I figured it out, like, that's always gonna be on the table. You gonna have to eat this leftovers, you know what I'm saying? And so that's one of the things that I try to live off of, thrive off of, them old sayings and whatnot. So, and them analogies. So I try to live off that because, man, they, them old sayings, they never lie, because that's another person experience what they done went through. So that's how she was taught. She just passed it down to me. You gonna eat it before you eat it, even though your stomach may not have that taste for that what they got cooked up there, but you better eat it or you ain't gonna be eating nothing. You're gonna be starving. But anyways, I just try to use that, man. It was just funny, I just think about that, and it's just funny. But yeah, but all these words, they definitely tie in with each other as being a American Pit Bull Terrier owner. They all tie in with each other, and then plus you want to see what you doing with your product of the two breeding dogs, male, female, and then you want to see what you want to produce, and you want to see if you're going to be productive. And as a producer, you want to see, can you have that consistency with producing them dogs? Even though now I'm gonna go back to this, because I like to hypothetically speak, so I can, I feel like I'm putting myself in them shoes myself. That's why I do it. But like I say, now he got these two good dogs from this person, or he bought them dogs. He going through all this checklist or whatever, all these pros: produce, productivity, producer. Now you get to this part right here. You get to this part right here, the producer part. Now you legitimately can call yourself a producer if you don't produce. Even though now you got this, you bought this from this other guy, but it's still, even though you bought these two dogs from this person or this woman, whoever you got it from, and these dogs are good already, but now you don't evaluate the first litter you had, then the second litter, you say, all right, I'm gonna let something go. Do you evaluate yourself as a producer far as that? And I say, yeah, even though you don't got these good dogs from them. I mean, you could have did anything, because I know I've seen a lot of people get good dogs and just let them just go to waste, like let them abuse them, just don't, and I ain't even really want to get into that, because like I said, I don't seen a lot of things. Let me hurry up. I said I wasn't gonna get them about 20 minutes. See, I'm already about 30 minutes trying to just do it at my best ability, and I hope y'all really like this video, and I hope I broke it down enough for y'all to do, because I just try to compact everything what I have in my mind to and relate to every step that I take with y'all and with myself, number one. But anyway, so we know what the producer is: a person, company, or country that makes and grows or supplies goods and commodities for sale. So now you had that second litter, you did what you said, You know what I'm saying? You seeing what these dogs, and they came out just as better than the first litter, or the first litter the guy had. They just coming, they producing well. These two dogs are producing well for you. Now this is where we gonna get to. Can you keep up this productivity? Can you keep up this productivity? Because once again, if a company sells you a product, can they keep that up? That's why they want to do a survey. That's why they want to do a summary to keep up. That's why I like doing a summary and a survey on my dogs. I can see it right here, but another dog may act different on another man's yard or another woman's yard. I don't know, but I'm doing a survey and a summary on these dogs. That's why these companies are able to stay in business for a long time, or being able to generate wealth over a long time, because they have that productivity alongside, and they take other ideals and other from other people. They do their own research. They search, they dig, all this other things to keep. So with the breeds, you have to do the same thing. You have the productivity. Now we get to that word, the productivity. It's the state of quality of producing something, especially. So now look, when you producing these dogs, you want to keep that state of quality of producing something, and it's want to be consistent and solid and quality. That's the whole thing. All these words match up. These things, they match up with everything I just said. And hopefully I explained that to y'all right. You want to be able to have the productivity. That's what I'm looking for out of my strand of dog, out of my line of dog, is that productivity. Can I keep that productivity? Because sometimes we'll tend to not have that productivity. Like, we'll have some good litters, but then we'll lose sight, or we'll lose insight on what to do. And that's why I say you got to keep searching, you got to keep digging. You may have to go on to, read some books or something. You know what I'm saying? To keep that mind thinking, because it's all it's all a trial and error with all this stuff. And like I said again, it goes back to tying in with it's about theories with your inexperience and your experience with these dogs. But you want to have more good experiences than inexperience, but the inexperience is going to be your best teacher out of having it. So all them things tie up, from product of the breed, produce of the breed, what I say, I'm trying to remember, produce of the breed, the productive, just keeping the line productive, keeping it going, you know what I'm saying, you keeping it going, and the producer knowing what they want to do, far as what next steps to take, what levels to take, you know what I'm saying, on producing good stuff. And now look, we went to productivity. That's the longevity of the breed, and being in a state of quality, or producing something good that has consistency, that has quality, that has just being solid all the way around. That's like, we tie in with what Tudor did. We tie in what some of the Kobe dogs did. We tie in with what Gardner did. That's why he's able to stay where he's at now, because I'm pretty sure he used them well. And I like to use him because, like I say, it's a lot of great breeders other than him too that still does it. But he's well known. You know what I'm saying? He kept that. And that's what I'm trying to keep as myself. And I hope I really did a good job, man, on trying to illustrate and break that down possible. And I know me, I'm trying to be relevant. I'm trying to continue to grow my mind. And sometimes, like I said, I'll forget a word. If I don't use it, I'll forget it. So I had to go back. And, sometimes that's why a lot of people, like mainly readers, they'll go and read a book over 100 times, but know how that book and what it's doing, but they just like it. Something that ignites them, something that triggers them to want to just read that book. So something that triggers me and ignites me to want to be good at what I do as far as the breed. And I'm only going to keep getting better as I take these baby steps. I'm cool with that. I'm taking these, even if I had to crawl. Right now, I feel like I'm just still a little bit crawling, but I don't kind of got upright a little bit. You feel me? But hope y'all really enjoyed this video, man. Try to break that product down. I want to have a good product of dogs, and I want to be able to continue to produce a good quality of dog, and I want to be productive as I'm doing it, as I'm taking this journey and this walk, and I want to have productivity in the long haul, the longevity. I want to have productivity in my breed. And so that's why, like I say, I do a summary of what I'm doing, and I do a survey of whoever got my dog or whoever, you know what I'm saying. I want to see how them dogs are acting, so that way that'll let me know my next step, my next move, my future plans, and so forth. So that's why I wrote it down. And like I said, I got to give a big shout out to my homeboys, you know, Sinclair, Slim Jim, you know, my man's Bullyfoot. Got to give a big shout out to y'all guys, man. It means a lot to me, you know what I'm saying. I definitely gonna mean a lot to keep y'all here. That's where I'm keeping y'all. Y'all gonna always be mentioned, and I got to give a shout out. But I hope y'all really enjoyed the video. And I think I could have did a little better on breaking it down, but I think I did what I was supposed to do. So hey, all Will Kennels of the Carolinas at y'all services, man. Give me some good comments, feedback, and the ones that, like I say, if y'all disagree, that's fine. Let's disagree, but also when we disagreeing, let's meet at the middle. All right. Peace.